I've only owned it for a month. I don't want to grab it and throw a heck of money into it. You know, that would just be dumb. I don't know how good this vehicle is. I don't know how reliable this vehicle is. Welcome to the channel. My name is Nelson. Today I'm inside my 2005 Toyota Highlander. Start her up, see how she's doing. Mando. Not bad for 200,000 miles. She is strong. The plan is a roof rack. What do you guys think I should get? We're gonna go camping next week. Put our sunroof. It has sunroof. It just broke right now. Dang. No. What's on the radio? JBL audio. Woohoo! This thing is loaded. So one of the first issues right off the bat is this guy. I always have to push him in 2-3 times to go. After that, he shifts good. So I'm with the Toyota Highlander, and this is my first month with this vehicle after purchase, and so far it has been really great. Now I did my research. I found out problems with the Highlanders. One, timing belt, water pump, all that stuff, because it has the V6 3.3, and that stuff has to be done. Now, on the Carfax, not just word to mouth from whoever I bought it from, on the Carfax it says timing belt, water pump, everything done. So boom, right off the bat, one of the biggest issues is done with. Second, it was leaking, and I've had a lot of Highlanders before. I've never owned one. This is my first one that I've ever owned, so I'm now officially a Highlander owner. But I knew it was going to be the valve cover gasket. It is just such a huge job on these Highlanders, and I was able to do it myself with, I don't know, like $30. And then I also did the spark plugs in the back and the coils in the back. I did not replace spark plugs or coils in the front. I want to drive it around before I put too much money into it and just see what happens. I did the motor oil, full synthetic Mobil 1 530. Also just did the transmission oil. Now transmission oil on this kind of car is also kind of a difficult type of thing. I'm feeling a little bit more when I shift a little bit. I don't know if that's just me, but to do the transmission oil on this car, you have to remove 2 motor mounts. Actually really easy, and you just kind of loosen them up and jack them up. But every time you do that and you don't get new parts, things sometimes don't line up 100% the way it's supposed to, so you can have a little bit of movement. You know what I'm saying? The thing that I have is the PMS sensor, so the tire pressure monitoring system. I didn't even know the 2005 had that, so that's pretty cool. I have to get new sensors for it, but what I'm gonna do, since I'm super cheap and I don't buy a car and just start repairing everything on it, that's not what I like to do. This car is 200,000 miles, 2005. It needs things here, it needs things there. I'm not gonna do anything until I know this is a good, reliable car and it's gonna last me years. And what I mean by that, I mean the big components like motor and transmission differential. If those things will last 1 year, then I'll throw more money into it, like into the interior, throw more money into the outside, make it look a little prettier and stuff like that. Even though I did order a roof rack for it, and I was gonna repair the seats because they're a little worn out, but instead I just ordered some luxury seat covers. So they were $50 at Walmart, and hopefully I'll be doing an install of those. Those are super cool. It's a little bumpy on the road, it needs some shocks, but I'm gonna do that later. I want to see if these components, big components that are gonna cost me lots of money to repair, are good before I start fixing all these little things. It's got excellent audio. I need to get some Bluetooth adapter. I just have my phone charger here, but a Bluetooth adapter is $20 on Amazon, and they work great. So that's what I'm gonna do for my Bluetooth. My belts, I'm not sure if you guys remember, my belts were squeaking. Every time I'd start up, my belts would go dee, 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 dee. So I bought the belts, but I didn't put them on. I looked at what was going on and they were brand new. So I basically just kind of unbolted some of the stuff, like the alternator. You kind of just loosen it, and then it has an adjuster at the top where you just crank it a little bit tighter. I didn't want to do it too much, and then you just check it. So if you have a Toyota Highlander and the belt's squeaking, before you replace it, check to see if it's brand new already. It might already be brand new, and you might save a little bit of money there. Also, if you want to save money, I did the whole transmission service. So I did the filter and, you know, new gasket, new oil. The Highlander is awesome because it just has a little drain bolt if you just want to drain the oil and just fill it from the top, which is what I'm going to do next time. So you can save a little bit of money there. But I got to tell you, the transmission oil, super expensive right now. All right, so in the Highlander, I've only spent $200. That's right, $200 in 1 month, and just on service. I mean serviceable parts. I spark plugs, gaskets, and oils, and the most expensive part was the transmission oil. I bought 6 quarts, I bought 6 quarts of transmission oil. I paid $120. That's right, like $20 a quart of transmission oil, because I went to Toyota and they didn't have it in stock. They were sold out on it. I think this thing says it takes the T5, but you can put WS. WS is basically an upgraded version to the T5. So if your old Toyota calls for T5, T5 is also WS. You're 100% safe to run it. And that's about it. I'm pretty happy with it, but I also have a little clip to show you guys how dirty, how nasty, how bad that oil leak was. And it was just a valve cover gasket. But for this type vehicle, a valve cover gasket is very expensive. It's $1,000, and I know why. Because this car is just so overbuilt. I was looking at the CV axles, and man, to change a CV axle on this car, there is a support bearing, there's a motor mount in the way that's hard to remove, and then you got to remove the axle, not to mention probably like the steering knuckle, some components on the knuckle, and maybe the strut. So there is a lot to do here, and this car is just so good because it is so overbuilt. And what you get to see sometimes with Toyotas, even though they're really good cars and excellent, that repairs for these cars are very expensive. They're on the high side, and it's because how well built they are. They have so much motor mounts, they have support mounts, and they're all over the place, and they're just in your way when you're working on the car. And that's what I love about vehicles. I love buying cars, I love selling cars, I love working on my cars, and I love cleaning cars, because I haven't cleaned it out yet, but that's when I'm gonna learn a lot about this car, is when I start cleaning it, when I start doing the mechanical work. I'll see that, oh, this is screwed on tight, this is not screwed on tight. For example, I was missing, it has a brand new battery too, which is awesome, but that battery was missing the hold down. So what I can tell right off the bat about this Highlander is, one, the owners took it to the shops to get it serviced. Like, for example, tires. The tires are also on the Carfax. These are brand new Michelins. These are over $1,000 in tires. And same thing, timing belt, probably another $1,000 in the timing belt, water pump, and all the seals too. That's what's on the Carfax, and I love shopping by the facts. Always shop by Carfax, not just word to mouth, unless he has paperwork. But I shop by Carfax, so that's awesome. It has, I bought this Highlander for $25. We're 25, and it has over 25 in repairs. So that's the biggest reason I bought this Highlander. And dude, it is so good on gas. I've been driving it for like a week already. It's Wednesday, and I still have half a tank. This thing is incredible on gas, and I am so surprised. I'm so happy with my Highlander purchase. It is beyond like anything, and I'm telling you, 225,000 miles. It's about to hit 225. It's 2249. Woo! And it has not given me any problems. Those brand new Michelins. So mechanically, it was pretty well. And as you can see in the video, I'm going to post up that video so you guys can see the walk around of it as I give you a mechanical view of it. Super nice, super good, just well taken care of. But something so small like the battery, I mean, you don't have to take it to a professional shop to get your battery installed. You can just take it to O'Reilly's, AutoZone, Pep Boys, these guys. They'll install it for free. So that's probably what happened right there. That's why it's missing the battery hold down cable or bolt, whatever it is. But I'm gonna get that fixed and replaced. I just got to go to the junkyard, find a Highlander, blah 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 blah. The carpet is like a gray, and I was thinking of painting the carpet black. I'm not sure if you guys have ever seen anyone paint carpets black. I've done it before, I think twice already. I did it on my Integra, and it held up really well. Duplicolor, and it says carpet right on there, and you can paint your carpet and it comes out super nice, looks brand new. But black is something that gets dirty really fast, but it's also something that looks really good on cars, especially in the interior. You see I got this black just normal steering wheel cover, and then I got black seat covers for it. So we are going black. Also, something really weird that happened on my channel, I posted a video, and I usually get about 100 views every single video I post. Thanks guys, those are like my returning viewers. So I'm super happy that I'm pleasing my viewers. I think I'm pleasing my algorithm too. So I posted a video 2 days ago. Oh, let's get this light. Woo! Posted a video 2 days ago, and dude, the video just blew up 1,000 views in one day. That's never, ever, ever happened to me before. It has like 50 watch hours in one day. That's insane. It's a whole week of work. 50 hours. That's like a little bit, that's like a week and a couple days. That's insane. So my channel is doing very well, and I'm about to hit 1,000 subscribers. So please like, comment, and subscribe.